Hey up and welcome back to Foot Manager 2024, the Journeyman with Yeovil Town. We are back here. If you're enjoying this series, please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new channel, hit that subscribe button. All the support does mean the world to me. We've got quite a bit to go over. And I thought I had a video recorded, and I didn't. And today is Wednesday, so I need to get this recorded, edited, and uploaded. So, we last left off at the Bath game. So, as you can see, I played an extra game. It was completely by accident, but I think it's worked out because we've got Gateshead in the league who are top. So, there's quite a bit to go over. I did some data hub stuff and looked at some stuff and was like, we went. There were 7 games last season where we didn't score in all competitions, and we played a lot of games. We had a couple of good cup runs. This season we were at 5 by the time we got to the Chesterfield game, and I was like, "What's going on? Like, we're doing okay in the league, but I feel like we're on the edge of a really poor run of form and a big old collapse." So I looked in the data hub, and I was comparing us to the rest of the league and the league averages for attacking and defending, and I was so confused because we were at or above the league average for everything. The only thing we were under was fouls committed. So I was like, okay, that doesn't help. I then went and looked at the expected points table, and we were 14th, and we should have been 4th. So I was like, okay, well, what's causing this issue? And I worked out the issue was that our XG was about 4 difference. And then I went and looked at the data hub for individual players, and we discovered one problem, and that was Jordan Maguire-Drew was not really doing anything. He wasn't particularly helping us in attack. He wasn't creating, and when you lose 40 goal involvements that we had last season, that was a big part of it. Well, I also noticed, I looked at our last 5 games, removed the 2 wins that we had, and noticed that Sunny Low Everton wasn't really contributing either. It was a big thing over town, was like none of the chances we created have involved Sunny Low Everton. So we decided to drop both of them out the team, and we'll get on to Sunny Low Everton in a minute. There's been a load of stuff with him. But we started with a 4-0 win over Chesterfield. 2 goals from Hamza Cargbo, a Beckham goal, and a Stanley Asamuga goal saw us win 4-0. And then Beckham got injured, which was even just frustrating. But the Beckham Cargbo link up is so good, and I've got to show you Beckham's goal. We'll actually do that now. Before we go on to this, the goal went in, and I was so upset that it happened in a game where we weren't recording, because when you see it, you'll understand. Just load up the report. The link up play between Cargbo, and it's something I've never seen Cargbo do. So look, the first goal is Beckham on the wing, whips a cross in, typical Cargbo goal, big old header. Now we know Cargbo for that. Let's just pause it. We know Cargbo for that. Cargbo is really good in the air. He can't do anything else. Then he does this. So Sidic picks up the ball, goes to Cargbo, who then just puts that ball in. That's like Kane and Son levels of quality, and that's something we haven't seen from Cargbo. So yeah, we got a 4-0 win against Chesterfield. We then played Dorking, and we got a 5-1 win for our first away win of the season. We went Leaf Bythway getting 2 goals, Corey Callan getting a goal, Carl Fitzgerald, and you're probably thinking, who's Carl Fitzgerald? We'll go into that. But they, the best bit about that is that's 3 regens. No, it's not. Fitzgerald isn't a regen. That's 2 regens and a youngster. We then played Hartlepool, who at the time were 4th in the league. We were just outside the playoffs. We got a 0-0. It came 3 days. One of our biggest issues is games that come straight after. I've tried not to, make wholesale changes, but we lacked a bit of quality in this game. We then played Eastbourne Borough and got a 1-0 win, and it was. I feel like we kind of coasted through this, Yeah, look, we were. It's one of the things, and you'll notice, like, we've conceded 2 goals in this time. We've been really good defensively. We then went to Fylde, Cargbo, Sengot and Goya, Beckham and Jones all chipping in with goals. Then played Scunthorpe. Scored after 4 minutes, and then Sidic got sent off. And I'm going to tell you now, it was the biggest load of bollocks. He was on a booking. The ball got played to the striker. He stepped in front of the striker and collected the ball, and the referee blew for a foul and sent him off. So he missed the next game, and we came under real pressure after his sending off. We then played Oxford, and 2 goals for Cargbo, a goal for Asamuga, and a goal for Callan. And Cargbo missed a penalty. Got us a 4-0 win. And then we finished off with a 3-1 win over York. The first goal we've conceded in 5 games. It was a good goal by Nathan Butler. Oyedeji. But then Cargbo got 2 and Callan got a late goal. Cargbo also picked up a knock. I think he's fine for this game. But that was the results. So, we've also had some transfers that happened. We're currently working on trying to get Bailey Noyce back. So, we signed Carl Fitzgerald. We had agreed to sign him on a pre-contract from Ireland, from Galway. With the low Everton stuff, I was like, okay, well, we need an attacking midfielder right now. So we asked how much to trigger it now, and they said 14 grand. I'm pretty sure it was 14 grand, 13 and a half. And I went, do you know what? I'll take it. So he's come in as our attacking midfielder. He's done okay. 2 goals and an assist in 8 games in the league. He's averaging a 7.04. He's doing okay. Some games he's a bit lost in. And then we signed James Carragher on loan for the rest of the season. He's coming as an important player. He's not going to be an important player. He's made 1 appearance, and that was Sidic's injury. But they were the transfers in. And Matt Worthington has joined Eastleigh on a free. He was in the under-18s. I forgot all about him. What else do we need to talk about? We've got, as always, we've got loads of players on trial, kind of going through. But all of that leaves us 3rd in the National League. We are 2 points behind Gateshead, who we play next. Carbo's 3rd in the top goal scorers. Him and Callan have got the 2 of the highest Wassits. Rose has got the most clean sheets. This guy is doing really well. 18 goals in 16 as Torquay sit there. So he may, and he's not old either. Well, he's 25. Might be someone we look at. We've had some issues in regards to like players outside the first team, as we always do. Like Sandat right now hasn't scored in like 5 games. Where is he? Oh, he's already in there. Yeah, he's only got 2 goals. A lot of his appearances have come from the bench. I feel like he's probably due to kick off soon. And we've also had a difference in this. We now have new team leaders. With Worthington going, it left us with nothing but Staunton. Maguire Drew has stepped up, which is awkward. And Beckham has stepped up. With Worthington going, we need a new vice-captain. So we named Sidic as vice-captain. Maguire Drew has been doing a lot better since coming off the bench. He's now a bench player because of the fact that he can play in any of these positions. So he's been coming off the bench, and usually when games are kind of done, his set pieces have been good for us, so that helps as well. Sonny Low Everton, on the other hand. So Sonny Low Everton came to us and said, yo, Gaffer, I want to explore my options at the end of my contract. And I was like, not a problem, feel free. At this point, we'd kind of realised that he wasn't really contributing. 1 goal and 2 assists from attacking midfield isn't great. And then a couple of days later, he was like, I want to leave and go to a bigger club. And I was like, you're struggling in this league. How are you going to a bigger club? So, yeah, we've put him on the transfer list. The agreement with him is if an offer comes in of 170k, but any offer comes in, he'll go. He's got 6 months left on his contract. I'm not looking to pick up big money from him. We've also applied for 2 jobs and been turned down for both of them, and they are Mansfield and Peterborough. Both of us turned us down because we don't have experience in leading a club away from the relegation. Sorry, were we not told we were going to get relegated, and are we not 16 points clear of that? But it is what it is. We now go into the FA Trophy. We have Maidenhead from the league below. I'm not too fussed. I don't know what the board want for it. Be competitive. Alright, so we have a week before this game and our next game. So we're going to go with a pretty strong team. There's a little bit of rotation. I think it is the only player. Yeah, Carbo is just not fully fit. So your lineup for this game is going to be Rose, Ashcroft, who's been sublime, by the way. Jones, Sidic, Haste, Leaf, Bythway, Staunton, Callan, Fitzgerald, Beckham on the left, and Stand out up front. Beckham we've been dropping him out to the left more and more. I think we're going to have issues with Asamoah. He's unhappy with the promise. He was worried. He feels let down over his playing time. He's been playing as a squad player. Look, his agreed playing time is what's it? He's been playing as a regular. He's been playing regularly. I think it's because he's not playing as the striker. I don't see him as a striker. But yeah, Beckham playing on the left. Stand up bench of Dazinski, Statham, Senga and Goya, Asamoah and Maguire. The 5-man bench is killing me because I want to be able to play people like Sinclair on the bench, Carragher. You know, we've got some really good youngsters about, and they're just not getting game time because we can't get them in. Oh, and Grimsby want Callan. First highlight of the game comes in the 39th minute. Beckham with a corner. Whips in, he gets headed up. Jones to Callan. Ooh. All right, corner here with Fitzgerald. He whips it into the back post. Sidic. Defender gets there before him, but Ashcroft picks it up. Goes back here to Haste. To Jones. To Biffway. Biffway. Oh, it's poor by Biffway there. All right, ball over here to Adams. Over the top to Harker. And that's 1-0. Oh. All right. Goal kick for Maidenhead. It's headed down. Beckham gets there first. nice little ball back to Staunton. Fitzgerald to Asamoah. He squares it to Maguire. Makes it 1-1. We're back in this game. It's been awful. It's not been a top quality game. But good little ball there. Gerald. And then Asamoah unselfishly. We've seen him do it multiple times. He is very good at squaring it instead of shooting. All right, we go to penalties. That second half, we really took control of the game after they scored, but we just couldn't do anything about it. The pressure falls on Rose here. In a penalty shootout that we have absolutely given away here. You know, we had the advantage. And now in sudden death, unless Rose can save from Kerr, we are out of the FA Trophy. And we are out. That is disappointing, to say the least. We've just had a youth intake preview. They're saying it's a good intake. That is not a good intake. Okay, so here is your lineup for the game against Yeovil. I advanced before I did this, so you get from this what's it. We've got Joe Rose, Tyler Ashcroft, James Jones, Cardo Sidic, Ollie Hayes, Leaf Biffway, Josh Staunton, Corey Callan, Carl Fitzgerald, Romeo Beckham and Hamza Carbo. A bench of Dazinski, Statham, Senga and Goya, Asamoah and Maguire. They have Regan Booty, and I really want him. They've also got Ryan Boot, who in previous years has always caused me issues. Tries to go over the top. Staunton wins that ball. Warrington heads it. Callan. It's a penalty. I don't know who's going to take it. It's Cargbo. He missed his last penalty. Oh, no. Oh, no. Cargbo steps up. And he puts us 1-0 up at home against Gateshead. His 15th goal of the season. Oh, that's a relief. It's a good penalty. It's not. Keeper dives right away, saving that. Warrington gets past Beckham to Ollie. Oh, ooh. Probably should have been the equaliser right there. Corner now for Gateshead. Drilled in. Ramirez all the way to McBride. Staunton wins the ball there. We can't hold the ball up. Cox on the wing here. Goes into Booty. Oh, that looks suspicious. Ball to Fitzgerald. To Cargbo. Cargbo takes on his man. And he scored. No way has Hamzid Cargbo scored that goal. What a goal by Hamzid Cargbo. Things you never thought you were going to see. Cargbo getting the ball there, running the channel a little bit, takes on his man. He's dribbling with it, cuts across. Defender comes across. Keeper should do better, but Cargbo putting that away. Fantastic play by the big striker. And we're going to go straight into another highlight. Booty switches to play here. Haste wins the ball. Yeah, get back into position. Haste, get back into position. Grayson, Warrington, Cox, and Ditty, Booty. We know Booty is someone that is good on the ball. He's going to go here to Ramirez at it. Oh, and they've torn through us there. And Greg Ollie has got a goal back from straight away. And it's disappointing from our Wassett. It's just pass and move. Staunton now. I don't know what he's doing. He seems like he's in two minds that entire time of whether to stick with a player or to close the ball down, and there was no reason for him to close that ball down. All right. Another highlight to Gateshead. Booty here. Siddick does well. Ball out here to Haste. To Beckham. To Haste. To Staunton. To Haste. To Beckham. Beckham. To Biffway. To Staunton. Tries to get the ball over to Callan. But the ball's going to fall to Ashcroft instead. He's going to go to Biffway. To Jones. To Ashcroft. Oh, Callan tried something there. And keeper's gone along with it, but Siddick's going to win that. Fitzgerald flicks it on to Cargbo. Oh my God. I couldn't verbalise anything because I was like, how has Cargbo not done anything with that? And then when Callan takes the extra touch, I'm like, oh my God, he's just killed the chance. Cargbo on the last man there. Good block by the defender. And Callan, you feel like should hit that first time, but he doesn't. And then he manages to squeeze it under the keeper's body. I've got a real selection headache here because Callan has been on fine form since he came in. But Beckham and Cargbo's link-up is usually so good. Callan to Biffway. Over the top for Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald, what a finish that is. And I think that is where... Let's just cancel that so that we can see the replay. It's fantastic play. Callan there, in here to Biffway. What a signing he's been, by the way. What a run by Fitzgerald. And then what a finish off the post, across the goal line. Quamina drills it across. Greg Ollie makes it 4-2. Oh, Biffway goes through. Maguire Drew makes it 5. We've missed all that. I was making tactical changes. I feel like Warrington has been just dominating us in midfield. So it was like, let's do some opposition instructions and tell Maguire Drew to just sit on him. And then ball across here. Biffway with an assist. Plays it into Maguire Drew. Who, as I said, I think coming off the bench is definitely better positioned for him. And it might see him actually get to stay with a team beyond the end of this season. To Ashcroft, shoot! He's going to go wide with it. Oh, the pullback. Maguire Drew picks it up, switches it back out to Ashcroft. Asamuga's going to pick this up. Maguire Drew all the way back to Ashcroft. To the back post. Cargbo gets his hat-trick. He's 17th for the season. They just couldn't handle us spreading the play there. And their problem has been exactly what our problem at Solihull was in this game. And that was teams that play wide against you, when you're playing that narrow, it's just so hard to deal with it. And then, yeah, Cargbo just gets... You could say the keeper should probably do better for all three of Cargbo's goals, but we'll take it, and it's fantastic play. Maguire Drew's switch there is beautiful. First time cross, Cargbo up, flicks it down. Okay, so when are we going to be back? I think, realistically, we probably come back around the Oldham game. I think, at a minute there, fly in, the top of the league. We come back, we face Oldham and Altrincham. And then we'll see where we are from there. Going into January, we'll see what happens. If you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. All the support really does mean the world to me. I have been Justin, and you have had just enough.